Hello everyone, my name is Andrei and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to have a look at the top 5 mistakes that you need to avoid when you are building your WordPress website. And without any further ado, let's see what the first mistake is, and that is using a bloated theme. There are a lot of themes on the internet, either paid or free themes, that are just bloated with useless functionality that you will never use. And if you are using a bloated theme, it will just slow down your website, and of course this will have an impact on your SEO and on your Google rankings. Not only that, but it will also be more vulnerable to hackers attacks and exploits that are in those themes or in the plugins that they force you to install, because many themes will force you to install a lot of plugins that you will never use. I've had themes that forced me to install like 10 plugins for the theme to function. And if your theme forces you to install like 5 plugins or more, that is a bad theme. Just stay away from it. And speaking of plugins, installing a crazy amount of them is the second mistake. I've seen websites with 20 plus plugins, even 35 plus plugins, and this is just insane because the more plugins you have, the slower your website gets. And not only that, the more vulnerable your website can become, because a lot of these plugins are not maintained by their makers. So, and again, your website can be hacked just because of a vulnerable plugin that the maker updated 5 years ago. And just a quick rule of thumb for you is that you should install only the necessary plugins that you really need. If you're about to install a plugin, whatever that plugin might be and might do, ask yourself not twice, but 3 or 5 times if you really need that plugin, or if you can get that functionality that you are looking for in another way rather than installing a plugin. The next and the third mistake is forgetting about security. You know, when you are setting up your WordPress website, you are caught in the design process, you are caught in making it look nice, making it look good, and installing a few dozens of plugins that will just slow your website, but you can forget to secure the website. And the first thing that you should do is having strong credentials. You should have a strong password for your user as the admin or any other user on the website. You should have a strong password, because you're having just like an admin password or 1 2 3 4 5 6, you can get hacked easily. And also you should install a security plugin. They really help a lot with in regards to the security of your website. You can install WordPress or Sucuri or any other plugin that you want. The fourth mistake that you can do on your website is not keeping it up to date. Always and always you should have your website updated because of the security problems. You should always update the WordPress core. You should always update the theme that your website is using, and also you should always update the plugins that you are using. And WordPress, just to help us busy site makers and site maintainers keep up with the updates, you can just set up these updates to happen automatically. WordPress can have your website update on autopilot. And the last mistake I want to talk about today is not using pretty links. And this is another SEO killer, because pretty links on your website, links on your WordPress website, by default they are set up like this, with plain or even day and name setting. But how you should do them, how you should set them actually, is with either with post name or set them a custom structure. If and only if you have a news website, you should use the second or third option you have here. But all other cases, either post name or custom structure for your website. So let's recap all of the mistakes we have talked about. The first one was using a bloated theme with a lot of useless functionality. The second one was installing a crazy amount of plugins on your website. The third one was forgetting about the security of your websites. The fourth one is not updating your website. And the last one is not using pretty links. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did so, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos like this one. Thanks a lot.